Hey people, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. This video, free air conditioning, making your engine last longer. How does that work? It's all about controlling the EGTs. Will help any diesel engine, right? So we've got the cruise set on 130, we're doing about 125 k's an hour, and basically I want to show you the EGTs with nothing else changing other than changing the gears. Okay, so we're in 6th gear. You can have a look down here, right? 6th gear, it's on 2000 RPM. Take my word for it. Up here you can see the EGTs around the 430 mark. I'm going back to 5th just to show you, right? It's like free engine cooling, free air conditioning. Now that didn't make a lot of difference, okay? But if we were under loaded conditions, 6th would actually, I'm going to go back to 6th now, just so you can see small difference, because we haven't got much load at the moment. You're going to kind of go 6th. It's not making a lot of difference. Here we go. Wait till we get a bit of a slight hill. There we go. We've got some 440s going on. All right, now I'll go back to 5th and see what happens, all right? See it drop straight away a little bit. Let me give you the bigger picture. We're going to get some RPMs, but we're going back to 4th. This is for you to see. Look at that drop. See, it goes under 400, 300, whatever. Bada bing, bada boom, right? You get that? I'm not saying to drive around in 4th at 3,500 RPMs. You're going to need to slow down. But the reason they tell you to drive when you're towing, etc., in 4th gear, this sort of thing, in a lot of the Prados, for example, is because basically at the end of the day, so the whole reason they're telling you to tow in 4th, it does help the transmission. It'll keep the converter locked in that, you know, like in the 1KDs and that, but it's not the reason why. The reason why would be a combination of things, but one of the main things is reducing the engine load and the engine EGT. So if you think you're cool driving around in 5th going, oh, but it does it easy and whatever, and you're not accelerating much, as explained here, you'll see higher EGTs, and that will contribute to a reduced engine life. So think about this, even if you're not towing, okay, even if you're not towing, do you think that that brick you've modified with the bull bar and those big heavy off-road tyres and all those other accessories, your roof rack and all the gear up there, would be kind of a little bit like towing? It'd be a little bit loaded up and extra wind resistance, kind of like towing. So that's why we say you should probably drive in 4th as well if you've got the 5-speed behind the 1KD, and of course the 1GD, if it's the early one, it doesn't lock up very well in 5th and 6th, so you need to drive in 4th as well to keep your EGTs down. May or may not be a problem, it all just depends. Give them a bit more time, let's see what happens. It's a completely different engine, and those pistons are a completely different design, so personally I don't believe they'll be cracking pistons. There is other issues, and there will be more other issues, so obviously be aware of that. Don't think it's all bulletproof. Smaller engine, more power and torque in the same car equals recipe for disaster sooner rather than later. Notice 110, high EGTs. I'm going to go back to 4th just to show you how quickly it just drops straight down. You watch that bottom left, EGT is the main one you want. Look at it, back, boom, down. We're going up the same hill still, down to 380, 370, and still dropping. It is free air conditioning for your engine. Do you think your engine's happier running at 350 EGT or 450, 500 EGT, right? So if you want to run in 4th, you're going to need to slow it down. You can't be running around at 4,000 RPM at 130 k's an hour out in the Northern Territory or wherever you are, what you're doing. But look, 340, I'll put it back in drive and let it do its thing, and you watch those EGT temps pump straight back up again. There's nothing in it. You know, there's all these, you got to watch all the videos. That's why I keep saying you should subscribe, turn the bell on. This is where you're going to get yourself educated. I'm going to explain things clearly like this. Some people call it waffle. All those people there, the ones, they're busy. They'll be out drinking. What will they be doing? Out drinking slabs of beer a day because they're busy, whatever they're doing. And all the smart people are getting themselves educated. You might want to invite some of your friends to the channel, because it's really where they're going to learn things and not just automotive. There it is, 460, surprise, surprise, right? So let's try something in between. Let's go 4th and then back to 5th and see what that does, right? We've got fairly flat ground, right? So nothing else has changed, and you'll see those EGTs a little bit better, but then the other contributing factor, like you might have seen in the other video, the EGR factor there. So if we get rid of the EGR factor, but we kind of need to let it go into 6th, Right, I suppose we're coming to a bigger hill as well. Is it going to go in here? It's gone into 6 and locked up, so you'll see it go up a little bit. There you go, right, nothing else has changed. But some conditions, it's hard to explain the difference. Anyway, hopefully that helps. Just wanted to explain to you how it really is, how things really are out here when you're driving in the vehicle back to Forth again and you watch those EGTs drop. Free air conditioning for your engine. Let me know in the comments, did you know this, or is this news to you? Did you just learn something? Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe, turn the bell on, and we'll catch you on the next video. See ya.